rough, we ain't gonna hide. Poppin' till it's swollen, but it won't touch me. Only love around, that's how it's gonna be. Keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams collide, we hustle through the night, fire in our stride. Whispers in the dark can't dim my glow. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules in this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream. Keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading no light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Poppin' till it's swollen, but it won't touch me. Only love around, that's how it's gonna be. Keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams collide, we hustle through the night, fire in our stride. Whispers in the dark can't dim my glow. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules in this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream. Keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading no light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Poppin' till it's swollen, but it won't touch me. Only love around, that's how it's gonna be. Keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams.
All right, hello everyone, Grand Rising. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so before we get started, let's have a brief word from our sponsor at 12 Tribes. Everybody, please hit the like button. Thank you in advance.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Okay, so don't forget you can purchase 12 Tribes hair oil at Etsy.com. Just look for Lisa Crafts. You can also find it at Walmart.com. Okay, and don't forget that she has a beard oil for the men as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Hello, Nessa G, Dragon Lily, Leon is here. All right, Miss Sheila, Claudette, Nita to Mike's World. Okay, let's get into it. We the people. All right, most hated bronze flat power God. OG Patrice is in the house. All right, G from the land. All right, so shout out to everyone in the chat. I see you, Juju. Shout out to all of my loyal royals and everyone tuned into the Queen, and a big shout out to my moderators for putting in work. Okay, so let's get into it. I see you, Easy, Jeff ATL, Claudette, Nessie X. All right, Mel is in the house. Okay, so let's get into it because it is a whole lot of drama erupting, or that has erupted, shall I say. All right, the only V is in the house. Says, I love your energy. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. Okay, Jay Thomas in the house. Listen, so Ratchet TV has been covering this whole thing with T Hood and Kelsey. He interviewed the mother, two of the sisters, a friend, and all of that days ago. And then last night he talked to them again because he was doing a video saying that he's basically done covering the case. And so he was talking about some lies that were told to him. And so the sister Jada got upset and she hopped in the chat and then clicked the link. And so she got in there and basically was just going off or whatever. And then he continued the topic, the discussion on his Kick channel. And so with that all being said, we're gonna listen to some of it, honey, because these people are liars who lie. I knew they were lying. I understand they're upset because T Hood is dead. And I'd be upset too if it was my relative. But the bottom line is they're not trying to put anything on him. They're acting as though he has no accountability in this. They're trying to paint these narratives that Kelsey was so aggressive. I mean, really listening to them, they're trying to make it seem like Kelsey was abusing him. That's how they're making it seem. I'm so serious. They're trying to paint the picture or the narrative that Kelsey was the abuser. Okay. And I just want you all to listen to it. But before we get into that, let's talk about the last report about the situation from TMZ, which came out about 4 days ago. T Hood caught on video beating girlfriend Kelsey Frost, allegedly hit her the night he was killed. Okay. So that's the part they don't want to say out loud. That's the part the family doesn't want to accept. They keep saying that these videos that came out about him putting hands on Kelsey are old videos. Well, yes, they are old videos. There's no denying it. No one said they weren't old videos. But the reason the videos were put out, as I believe I told you all days ago, is likely to establish a pattern, okay, of him beating her. So with that all being said, this is why it has been deemed, or the police are investigating it, as self-defense. This is also why Kai wasn't arrested. Okay, so let's get into it. Likes up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, so they say this is why T Hood's shooting death has been investigated as possible self-defense. TMZ Hip Hop has obtained video showing him attacking his girlfriend Kelsey Frost, whose brother is the sole suspect in his death. Now, this surveillance video inside Kelsey and T Hood's Gwinnett County, Georgia apartment shows her lying down while he paces around her bedroom. After about 25 seconds, T Hood stands at the edge of the bed, staring at Kelsey, and then violently pounces on her, seemingly trying to choke her. Now, those of you who saw the previous videos I've done about this, I showed that video. Now, I didn't show the part where he was choking her and all of that because of the violence you can't show on YouTube, but I did show you the video. You could see him walking around to her side of the bed, and then you see him pounce on the bed. But I had, something covering it. But it was obvious that he was beating the crap out of her. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, they say sources connected to the Frost family tell us this video was recorded earlier this year. You see, T Hood's family, his sister specifically, keeps saying, this is old footage, this is old footage. Well, it is old footage. The family is not denying that. They're trying to act like Kelsey is putting out these videos and trying to act like they happened that same night. That's not what they ever did. They admitted that it was earlier this year, and they claimed that it was not an isolated incident. They say, we've also obtained photos of Kelsey with bruises and scratches on her face, neck, and chest. And by the way, for those of you who may have missed it, I believe I told you all the other day that there's a video on TikTok of T Hood sitting on the floor. He's dangling or swinging or flipping around a blade or something, some sort of sharp instrument, looks like a blade. And they said he cut his face with that blade and then lied and told his friends that Kelsey cut it. Okay? He has some psychological issues, in my opinion, as well as the rug use and the violence. So they say we're told the graphic images are from November of 2024, after T Hood allegedly attacked her. Also, a woman describing herself as one of Kelsey's friends posted a different surveillance video Thursday, and similarly, it shows T Hood pummeling Kelsey. Now, they say we broke the story, and police have named Kai Lasheed Frost the suspect in T Hood's death. Kai and his sister's parents are Love and Hip Hop Atlanta stars Kirk and Rashida Frost. Our sources tell us that Kai lived in the same apartment building as T Hood and Kelsey. Now, the family of T Hood was saying that they all lived in the same apartment. No, they lived in the same building. Okay, so with that being said, they say last Friday night, he heard, and he's talking about Kai. They say he lived in the same apartment building as T Hood and Kelsey. And last Friday night, he heard a violent outburst. He heard another violent outburst in his sister's unit. We're told that Kai ran to help his sister, and during the ensuing altercation between Kai and T Hood, a fatal shot was fired. Now, as we reported, police have said T Hood was killed during a domestic disturbance, and now we know the nature of it. Gwinnett County Police have surveillance videos from the apartment the night of the shooting. You see, that's funny because T Hood's family, specifically the sisters, keep saying, "Where is the footage? Where is the footage?" Didn't I tell you all that there likely may not have been any footage because T Hood supposedly snatched the cameras out of the walls in Kelsey's room? And as far as there being footage outside, well, I think I told you all in yesterday that if there was footage, the police likely have it. So if the police have the footage, they're not going to release it out on the internet. Okay, so it goes on to say that Gwinnett County Police have surveillance videos from the apartment the night of the shooting, and they say cops say they're looking at the case as a possible self-defense shooting and have not arrested Kai. And they keep saying, "Oh, but if she told the cops that her brother shot him, it said if she told the cops that her brother shot him, why isn't he arrested?" Well, because they're saying self-defense. That's why. Okay, that's why. And so anyway, let's get into this video. Let's get into this video. Like, up, everyone, please like and share. Now, there's two different videos I'm going to play excerpts from. The first one is when he interviewed the mother. Okay, to Ratchet for doing these interviews or whatever, and trying to get to the bottom of it. But because these people are clearly just lying, just telling lies at the end of the day. Okay, so with that all being said, hold on. I need an overlay real quick. So hold on, let me just download one really quick. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to share my screen and we're going to listen to a few excerpts of the video when, and I really want you all to listen to the lies because these people are just flat out lying. They're contradicting themselves and sitting there talking about the police haven't talked to them. Well, they should be glad the police haven't spoken to them because the police would catch them in all sorts of lies, as far as I'm concerned. And then again, the police don't really need to talk to them anyway because they were not there on the night that this incident occurred. They were not there. Okay, so the first timestamp I'm going to is the 23-minute mark.
Phone so she was not on the phone when the actual shooting happened, but she was on the phone leading up to it. Or when
Right,
did
correct,
okay?
correct.
And she called her back and said they shot him.
Right.
Now,
And then she came back to say, "Oh, my."
She told me her brother shot him.
She's talking now.
She told me her brother shot Tevin.
and did she explain why?
No, we know why.
You feel like it's due to just they had an ongoing beef.
Exactly.
So, and also this property is owned by Kai.
Exactly. Yes.
So if at any point if this was like an ongoing issue, Kai could have just evicted him, or Kai could have just told him to leave.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's what made me feel like it was set up because I've been the next few days I've texted her, which I can show proof of, that I've asked for his belongings. If this is your man, someone who you love, I know my boyfriend, I know every pair of socks this man done had. I know the wrinkles on his skin. It's nothing you could tell me. How do you not know what he have over there? I don't know what he having. That's what made me think you're a part of this. You don't want me to come, like, I don't want to harm this girl or nothing. It's sad that he lost his life, but that's just crazy to me. How you don't know what stuff he have? How you don't know his belongings? His jewelry is gone and everything is gone. Like, she had.
Now it sounds to me as though she's trying to act as though it just sounds to me as though she's trying to act as if Kelsey's trying to keep his belongings. trying to keep his jewelry or something, which I absolutely don't believe, because Kelsey's parents, or Kelsey's father, Kirk Frost, has money. So why would she be trying to keep his jewelry? And then she's saying that's why she believes that she set him up. They're saying two different things. I want you all to really pay attention, because they're saying in one breath that they believe Kelsey set him up, and now they're trying to imply that she's trying to keep his jewelry. Then they also said that there was an ongoing beef between him and Kai. So trying to act like Kai just purposely killed him because he already had a beef with him. Okay. And then another thing they said later on in the video, or maybe it was another video, they said something about possibly Kai and T Hood having some sort of altercation, because, or yeah, having some sort of beef, because basically Ratchet said that he heard something about Kai being exposed, okay, by T Hood. And then the mother's like, I don't know anything about that. I'll have to look into it. But she definitely says that there was some sort of ongoing beef. Well, the ongoing beef that they had, I'm sure they did have an ongoing beef. The ongoing beef is likely that T Hood was beating the crap out of his sister. Okay? And the mother's sitting there playing dumb as if she didn't know that T Hood was putting hands on Kelsey. The entire time she's trying to act like Kelsey was the one putting hands on him. Then when you ask her, well, do you know if he was violent to her? She's like, I can't say. And then they would say things like, I can't say too much because it's an ongoing investigation. I can't talk about that. Well, if you can't talk about it, why the hell are you on the internet? Okay, make it make sense.
Have it. So it's just crazy. Like, that's what made me feel like this was all set up, because he was leaving.
Oh, so he was leaving her. I did hear that behind the scenes.
He was leaving. He said he was leaving. He was coming over here with us. He was leaving.
So now it was set up because he was leaving. Make that make sense. Okay, now I'm going to fast forward, because this video is like 4 hours long, and I don't want to play a lot of it. I just want to play a few clips. I'm going to fast forward to the 32-minute mark where they talk about the cameras supposedly not working.
If you don't remember your childhood,
going through, because we each other outlet.
Yeah.
So nothing he would tell me would say, hey, this been happening the next day.
Now this person speaking is T Hood's best friend, who's like a brother to him, he says.
You know what I'm saying? We was just talking about a pool party.
Damn.
So none of that stuff. We don't discuss relationship stuff. It's just the fact that now having this conversation, because my brother not here no more.
Respect, man. I appreciate that.
But I'm ask about it them, because I got a million things to say, but I'm just, I'm gonna hand it back over to them though.
I appreciate you, brother.
For sure.
All right. So yeah, that's crazy.
Jasmine said leaving where they're trying to imply that he was leaving Kelsey, like he was getting his things and leaving her residence and then coming back to his mother's house, and that's why she had this done. That's basically what they're saying.
Okay, so
I'll tell you what happened the day of. He called me. I can say.
go ahead. I'm listening.
Mom, she was tripping. That's what he told me when he called.
Okay.
Yeah, he said Kay is tripping again. I don't know if I can speak.
What was going on in like the background? How was she acting?
Kay, she was screaming in the background, acting a fool.
Do you remember anything she was saying?
Yeah, same thing she said in the video. It's always about other women.
Now, I want you all to pay attention, because right here, the mother says that T Hood called her and said Kay's tripping again. Now, maybe he did, but at the end of the day, the mother later contradicts herself and says that Kelsey is the one who called her. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. I'm going to interrupt every now and then to tell you all where the lies are coming, so you'll be listening for them, okay? Because she definitely says that T Hood called her and said Kay's tripping again, but then later she's going to say that Kelsey called her. Kelsey's the one who called her.
So again, they were arguing about a woman or something he had going on with some sort of chick or something.
No, not he when he do shows, you know, he bring out other people, and she didn't like that because she wanted to be the one, but she wasn't ready. That's all.
So in the background, you just hear her arguing about some girls or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
T Hood
screaming.
is calm, just chilling.
Yeah, he put the phone down so I can listen. He do that all the time.
So was the brother present during any of this? And the brother I'm referring to is her brother.
No,
No one was there. It was just her and him at the house.
well, that I know of. Yeah,
But also, the cameras weren't working at the house at this time.
that's what they say. Yeah, you're right.
So we don't get any camera footage because all of a sudden, the day that he gets taken out in the driveway, none of the cameras were working in the house.
No,
So they got
no,
no proof of anything they're saying.
exactly.
Okay, that's incorrect because the police do have footage according to TMZ in the article I just read you. Okay, so they do have footage. They just didn't give it to them. The police have the footage. Okay, so now I'm going to move forward to the 50-minute mark where they talk about Tevin and Kai, and the mother says that she never met Kai. Tevin is T Hood, by the way. That's his birth name.
Why can't you stay all
To be like a hothead or anything like that.
Listen, I didn't hire a team. I installed one. See what I didn't have in headcount, I made up for in horsepower.
No. Like what? No.
Now, y'all just heard the sister lie. He just asked her, was he known to be a hothead? And she said, no. Girl, you know that's a damn lie. Okay, you know that's a lie. Yes, absolutely, Leon, acting like he was a saint.
Now, do you know about his relationship with Kirk and Rashida?
With who? Say it again. It was breaking up.
Do you know anything about T Hood's relationship with Kirk and Rashida?
No.
Right.
Oh, my mom do, so she's gonna speak.
Okay.
Okay, there really wasn't a relationship. They were in and out, and I was told that they don't speak. They didn't talk to each other.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't speak. They didn't talk to each other because the parents supposedly didn't like him because of what he was doing to their daughter. Because remember, the sister said in one of the messages that one of the posts that I showed you all that, or no, I'm sorry, the baby's mom, T Hood's baby's mom said that Kirk said he washed his hands of it because Kelsey wasn't going to leave. Okay, so that's why they don't like him. Who's going to like somebody that's beating the crap out of their daughter?
So,
And was there a reason why they didn't speak with each other?
that I don't know. And it possibly has something to do with the relationship between Kai and Tevin, I would think.
Now, I want y'all to hear how his mother's sitting up here lying. She said, I don't know, but I would think that it possibly has something to do with the relationship between Kai and Tevin. No, it has everything to do with the relationship between T Hood or Tevin and Kelsey. Now she's trying to, you see where she's going with this? She's not giving her son any accountability. She's not holding him responsible for any of this. She knows darn well that Kirk and Rashida don't like her son because of what he was doing to their daughter. Okay?
Yeah.
Have you ever met Kai?
No.
No. You ever spoke to him?
No. No, just no of them.
Now, I thought originally this is just my mistake, but I thought originally you was on the phone the whole time when this took place. I thought that's what you told me.
When I was on the phone right up into the shooting.
Yeah, I thought you.
Now pay attention right here because The mother says she was on the phone right up until the shooting. So why wouldn't she know what happened then? Because remember, she already said that her son called her and said Kay's tripping again, and then says that he laid the phone down so she could hear everything, and said that he does this often. Now she's sitting here saying, you hear her saying that she was on the phone up until the time of the shooting. That means she would have heard why he was shot. Okay, please pay attention.
You said you
when he
thought you
told me,
heard something, and then you heard her say they shot him, and then they hung up the phone.
called me back on the phone after that. I was on the phone when they was arguing. You know, the arguments was going on, but I got a call from her. That's how I know that. Yeah.
So you got a call from her at this point, and he was still alive?
I'm not sure. I asked. I did ask, and she told me.
See, this is how you know she's lying. Okay, please pay attention. She literally just said she was on the phone the whole time up until the shooting. Then she says she got a call, and Kelsey's telling her they shot him. I thought you were on the phone up until the shooting.
I mean, that she was giving him CPR. So I'm not sure.
Did you hear him saying anything?
No.
No.
Not at all.
So did you ever get a chance to just ask her what happened and what led to this?
Yes, we did, but you know, what's on the internet is what y'all see.
But where's the rest of that conversation at?
It's had, but we can't speak on too much because it's still an ongoing case. But she most definitely told.
Can you kind of fill me in on what she said during that conversation to make y'all get on the internet and say some of the stuff y'all said?
She literally said a lot, like, and I have the proof, but it's you'll see. You'll see.
I get you can't speak about it, but like you've already got on the internet and said some stuff. So I'm just asking you, like, based on what you said on the internet already, like I mean, you remember all the posts you made. So what did she say in that conversation to make you get on the internet and say that? Because you said a lot.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. 44.
She told me he was leaving, and like it's really just like it's like if I get into it, I'm gonna say a lot because a lot was said in the conversation. So what y'all see on the internet is what y'all see on there because it's gonna make me get into it in depth.
That's what he wants you to do, is to elaborate. See how she doesn't want to elaborate? Now she's acting as though she can't say certain things because there's an ongoing investigation. But if that's the case, why are you on her doing this interview in the first place? Second of all, he's asking her about the things that she's already posted. So elaborate on the things you posted. Why did you post them? What made you post them? What did Kelsey say that made you feel obligated or gave you the idea to post these things? She's not saying anything. Oh, I can say, it's a lot I can say. What you see on the internet is what you see. It's word salad. And this is how you know that she's lying. They're not giving their brother any accountability.
So why didn't y'all originally put out the entire conversation?
Because you would think like the police would even like the police look at the media. So you would think like, dang, maybe after they see this, they'll come and ask us, what we know what happened. Or maybe it'll pressure her to come out and tell the truth because she didn't. But I guess that's not what's going on. So.
Okay, again, she's lying. Now she's trying to say that the reason she posted all that stuff on the internet was so the police would see it and come talk to them. Girl, stop lying. The reason they posted all that stuff on the internet is because they wanted to be the first ones to put out the narrative. They wanted to get the ball rolling. They wanted to start making it look like Kelsey and her brother purposely did this, set the whole thing up, and not have any type of accountability for her own brother, who was the cause of his own death. Okay, that's what that was. Okay, because if you remember, when the story first came out, we heard that Rashida and Kirk were hiding around the corner waiting on the sons, that the sons both went there. Kirk Jr. and Kai said that both brothers went there. That's what they put out. Said that both of the brothers went there, said there was a fight. The Kai got beat up and he came back with a gun. That's the story that was out. He took that out besides them. And then said Kirk and Rashida were around the corner waiting to pick the brothers up. I told you all then, I said, how would anybody know if Kirk and Rashida were even around the corner? But let's keep going.
But you will see in the end that we know the truth. We're going to get justice for
I'm
him.
just waiting on the police report because I'm ready. I need the police report because I'm ready to get into it.
So y'all don't got the police report.
No, we do have the police report.
But you want to talk to me?
Didn't the mother just now say she wanted to see or needed to get the police report? Ratchet says, so y'all don't have the police report. And she says, yeah, we have it. So see how they're lying. They don't even have their story straight.
No, I cannot speak on it because it's still ongoing.
Does the police report? Well, obviously it does, because the news came out and said that she had physical wounds on her.
Right, but you know, I know that ain't true. She know that ain't true. So
How does she know that's not true if she wasn't there? Now, I want y'all to listen to this part because here's where she's about to start lying. Now, pay attention. Ratchet just told her that the news report said that Kelsey had wounds on her injuries. And then the sister says, I know that's not true. She knows that's not true. But watch what she says next when Ratchet asks her how she knows that she didn't have wounds.
So where are these pictures coming from that just got released?
I know her.
Huh?
Those are old pictures. I didn't know about this, so those are old though. Obviously, because I've seen her and she does not look nothing like that. She looks just fine.
But have you seen her since this incident happened?
I can't say too much, but she.
See how she didn't want to answer that question? I can't say too much.
They have no bruises on her though. I can tell you that, and I know that for a fact.
Okay, so you're saying you know for a fact the pictures that we saw, that definitely was not that day.
No, those pictures old. Those pictures are old.
3 reasons why Black Girl Vitamins collagen powder should be avoided. Number 1, each scoop is packed with.
Okay.
We got nice weather here. Who got on the coat?
No, we're talking about the pictures of the bruises.
The bruises, pictures? Oh.
I seen her at the scene though, and she was not bruised up.
No.
So
let me stop right here because she just said, and I need you all to really listen for the lies. She just said, I seen her at the scene. She's talking about the scene of the crime. She said, I seen her at the scene and she was not bruised up. Now watch this.
Oh, so you did see her at the scene. Okay. So you went to the scene. Did you get a chance to see him that day, or was he still there? No.
Not at the scene.
Who was all at the scene with you?
Me and my sister.
And what did you guys see at the scene? Like, what was the environment like?
Like, it was a crime scene, of course, and a lot of police officers. So
Was Kai there?
No.
And did you speak to her at the scene, or did you just saw her?
No, I didn't speak to her at the scene.
Why would you not speak to her at the scene?
I didn't see her at the scene.
I didn't see her at the scene, but you literally just said you saw her at the scene. Another thing is she clearly wasn't at the scene. Okay, she clearly wasn't at the scene. Her and her sister, she said her and her sister were there. And then when he asked her to be specific, what did you see? What was the atmosphere? What was it like? Oh, it was a lot of police. It was a lot of police. Okay? She didn't say there was a lot of blood on the ground. My brother was covered in a sheet. They were putting my brother in the ambulance. Then he asked her, was Kai there? Was Kai at the scene? And she said, no, that's a lie. Because Kai would have had to have been at the scene because the police spoke to him. And there was a clip that was released with a male, and it looked like Kai from the back. You couldn't see the face, but you see the back of them, and the police were asking them something. So this is all cap. Okay, Ladybug said, woo, child, I can't. It's like pulling teeth asking this child questions. That's because she's lying. And she's trying to choose her words carefully, but even that is not making any sense. Okay. Brizzy says, the elf? Now I'm really confused. Yes, because they're lying, beloved. They're absolutely lying. Now just keep listening.
I thought you just said you did see her at the scene.
No, I seen her afterwards. Like when the police were, at nighttime after they do their stuff, when it was time for her to go, when they, done questioning her, I seen her.
Okay, got you. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, when I first got there, I did not see her at the scene, no. But when it was done questioning her, I seen her leaving. And she didn't look marked up or bruised up. Nothing.
She's flat out lying.
And you didn't talk to her?
No.
Who wouldn't talk to her? If you saw her leaving and you know that your brother just got killed because of something that happened between her and him, who in the hell wouldn't ask her, what happened? Why is my brother laying dead? Why did your brother shoot my brother? You didn't ask her you didn't speak to her at the scene. That's because she wasn't at the damn scene. She's lying. Now I'm going to fast forward to the 1 hour and 23-minute mark. This is where the friend, T Hood's friend, speaks again.
That's crazy.
And blood already shed. Our brother gone. Exactly, our brother gone.
So what happens? What happens if they come out and just say self-defense is case over, case closed? Then what?
I promise you, y'all never gonna hear my mouth closed. It's on everything I love. Y'all never gonna hear me shut up. The case gonna be reopened real fast. I'm telling you. After that, watch.
Do you feel like it gets ugly if this happens?
Yeah.
Yes. The streets is out of all the negative comments. I don't care what nobody say. The East Side is fucked up by not even if this case gets close from domestic.
If this was somebody else's brother, if this was anybody else's brother on this chat, they're gonna do the same thing and they're gonna feel the exact same way about their brother. It don't matter if it was a domestic situation, no matter what the case was, anybody gonna feel the same way about their sibling. So everybody keep on trying to paint this narrative that sisters doing too much. No, the sisters doing what they need to do. And they doing what they're supposed to do. Because it's they siblings. What the fuck? You'll do the same thing for you'll do the same thing for your brother. The exact same thing. You'll go to every length. Every length. I know I would.
Hey, Robert Hertruder from Shark Tank. I'm a huge fan. Hey, what is your
would?
And this case is going to get reopened if it rules self-defense because of our evidence.
Do y'all feel like justice is on your side as you speak right now? Like, do you feel like
God is on our side. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. God is on our side. My faith is in God. My faith is in Him. Why you think people hiding? That's the devil.
So I did hear that what's his name? Kai he's hiding. Has anybody seen him or heard from him?
Nope.
Let me tell you something. They keep saying that Kai is hiding. Hiding from what? Well, here's the thing. He's likely very upset because he killed somebody. I mean, nobody that's a decent person wants to have to kill anybody, even if it's in self-defense. You don't want to have to do it, but sometimes you have to. So with that all being said, maybe that's why he's just, taking time to himself. But also, they're talking about East Side. How do we know that some of T Hood's thugged out friends aren't even looking for Kai? Because the friend, he said at some point in this video, he said something about bloodshed. Okay? So they're making thinly veiled threats, in my opinion. So maybe that's why Kai's nowhere to be found. Maybe his parents have told him to stay out of Dodge for the moment. He's not hiding from the police. He's spoken with the police. And that's the thing. They initially tried to make it seem as though he was hiding from accountability, hiding from the police.
Do you think he say,
Exactly.
what do you say?
It wouldn't be no conversation if they seen or heard him because he'll be in jail.
I mean, they don't have a warrant out for him or nothing.
They never even brought him in for questioning. It's no warrant. It's no nothing.
Exactly. There's no warrant or nothing. So why would you think that he's going to be in jail? You see how they contradict themselves? She's sitting here saying that, basically trying to say he's hiding because if he wasn't hiding, he'd be in jail. Then Ratchet says there's no warrant out for him. And she says, exactly, there's no warrant. They didn't even bring him in for questioning. Yeah, they did question him. Okay, they did question him. But they didn't detain him because they have deemed that it's likely self-defense. And though they may still be investigating, that's the consensus for now. And so they just make no sense. Okay, these people are not that smart.
I thought so. Who got the older brother got detained? Correctly? Correct.
No, Frost was detained.
Nobody, because I think I could have sworn they said they detained one of the. They said that on the news, or the news.
Yeah, but that's lying.
They did detain one of them on the news. I mean, at the scene. I told you all I saw a clip of one of them, and I believe it was Kai, by the sides and seeing them from the back, and the police were questioning him. So yes, one of them was detained. See, they're lying about that. Either they're lying or they just don't know what they're talking about. But they've definitely been lying thus far.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that news be lying like a motherfucker. But yeah, I did hear that one of the brothers got detained. So Kai was on the scene, or was it the other brother?
The other brother was on the scene.
And Kai had left.
If Kai was on the scene, they wouldn't have active police looking for a shooter.
They had the helicopter out and all that looking for a shooter.
Where's all this? If they had helicopters out looking for a shooter, y'all, come on now. If they had helicopters out looking for a shooter, how come that wasn't reported in the news media? How come we haven't heard that? Okay? How come we haven't heard anything about that? Like, make it make sense. So it was a manhunt? If there was a manhunt for Kai Frost, y'all don't think we'd have heard about it? Y'all don't think TMZ would have been reporting on it? Y'all don't think it would have been all over local news? Make it make sense. Okay? Talking about helicopters and all that. If they were going through all of that, why isn't there a warrant for his arrest? Why was he taken into custody then? Like, this is all cap. Okay? Now I'm gonna fast forward after this next to the 1 hour and 30-minute mark.
The helicopter was out for hours.
Helicopters out for hours.
Because Kirk and Rashida brought him back. They all came together, I guess.
So then it's possible that Kirk and Rashida knew about this the whole time. It's possible that they was over there. Because I'm glad you said that, so I know I'm not crazy. Because I was told behind the scenes by a really reliable source that Kirk and Rashida had brought them over there originally. Because they said old girl put a phone call out and the brother wasn't there. And even the police said the brother wasn't there. So in order for him to come over there and know something going on, somebody hit you up and told you this shit. Which means the sister possibly called the brother, and then Rashida and them all pulled up over there. They said that they parked across the street.
If you haven't exercised in years, you have to start small with my beginner-friendly Tai Chi class.
And they went and did what they did, and they stayed behind a little bit and helped put something together, cleaned up the scene, and then dipped and took the brother with him, but left the older brother there. That's what I heard.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but whoever told him that is a liar, because that's not what the police said. That's not what even ever happened. The police, from the report that I just read you all, okay, because now they're acting like she called her brothers. And that's the initial story that the family put out, that she called her brothers and they both came to the scene. That's not what happened, because you all just heard what I read to you. The police are saying that Kai was in his apartment and Kai heard his sister screaming or whatever, heard another altercation, and he ran to help his sister. That's what they said. Nobody said anything about somebody bringing them to the scene. So whoever told him that was clearly lying, because that's not even what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard the same thing?
Yeah,
Crazy.
I heard the same.
How do you feel about that?
I just feel like the police should have did their job. And if anybody know about Gwinnett County do not play that. So for this to even be going on for this long like this is killing me, because I know for a fact y'all paying somebody to help y'all, because there's no way. If y'all know about Gwinnett County did not play that.
Yeah, they don't play it because it didn't happen. She sounds stupid. Now, I want you all to think about how this makes no darn sense. And then she says, I know for a fact they're paying somebody. How would you know that for a fact? Were you there when money was exchanged? Were you at the bank when a wire came through? You see how she keeps saying she knows stuff for a fact, but what she never knows for a fact is when Ratchet asked her if the brother was violent, if there was previous altercations. Okay, that's what she never knows for a fact. She's lying and painting a narrative, okay? And then talking about Gwinnett County Police doesn't play that. No, they don't. No police department would. So if anybody had cleaned up the scene, if anybody had been brought to the scene to kill somebody, and then they cleaned up the scene, and then they fled the scene, of course the police would have them in jail. There would be a warrant issued looking for them. And maybe then there would be helicopters. But that's not the case. That is absolutely not the case. That's not what happened. Okay? Even if Kai had done this in self-defense, if they had tampered with the crime scene in any way, okay, let's not forget you're talking to a criminal justice major. If they had tampered with the crime scene in any way, he could have been arrested for tampering with evidence. And if he was tampering with evidence, the police would not have likely thought it was self-defense. Because why would you be tampering with anything if it was self-defense? So they're just lying. Okay, please pay attention.
They definitely don't play that. Yeah, this is crazy. I really is your mom back in there yet?
No, do y'all want her to speak?
Yeah, I want to ask her a question.
Okay, I'm about to give the phone to my agent so I can go get her.
Okay. So Myasia, do you plan on reaching out to Kelsey or to do the right thing, or do you plan on reaching out to the family or anybody in this situation?
I shouldn't reach out to nobody. Y'all killed my brother. And she reached out to us and we asked for his belongings. And she act like she doesn't have them, but she does. He lived in the house with you. You have his belongings.
How long had T Hood been living with her?
I honestly don't know.
All right, what's going on?
Here's my mom.
All right. Hello. You can hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So I was going to ask you about, you told me you had got a reading done.
Yeah, I can't speak on that, babe.
You can't speak on the reading?
No.
Okay.
She said she got a reading done, but she can't speak on it. Why not? Did the reading reveal that your son was beating the crap out of her, and in fact it was self-defense, and that's why Kai came to his sister's aid? That's likely what the psychic told her. Talking about you got a reading, but you can't speak on it. Why not? Why not? The reading wouldn't have anything to do with the police investigation, so why can't you speak on it? Okay, please pay attention.
All right. Well, from what you heard about the reading, does it seem like it was on point?
Yes, I do.
Okay, got you. So, yeah, I did. Okay, if you can't answer that, then okay, cool. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, just
Roku Ads Manager puts Roku's reach within your reach. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
Sir, when it's, you'll see. Yeah.
What made you go get a reading?
The lack of help from the police department.
So you was looking for some type of answer.
Yeah, I always do that though. I've been doing that for years.
Oh, getting readings. Okay.
That's something that I do.
So she's been getting readings for years, but the person giving the readings or doing the readings never told her that her son was nefarious, that her son was a woman beater and violent, that one day his woman beating would lead to his death. They never told you that, ma'am. You've been getting them for years. I have several questions.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I just wanted to. I was trying to get into what happened in the reading, but if you can't talk about it, it's all good.
Yeah, I really can't. I mean, we can talk. Maybe off air. We can do that. You can call me.
Of course. So, what message do you have for the Frost family?
Is this a new episode of House of Lies?
I don't have no beef with the Frost family. I just want justice to be served. You know what I mean? Just justice to be served. I don't want anything from them. Nothing. Just that part.
Do you feel like there's something more you could have did?
Not really. No. There was nothing I could do. Well, the comments been killing me with that. Mom, you could do this and do that. Okay.
What the comments been saying to you?
Above all that drama, you need to stop saying she must be using Miss Cleo's third cousin on her daddy's side.
Mom, if you knew this was going on, why you didn't do this and this and that? And like I've been saying, this is my truth. I can't speak on nothing but what I know. I'm telling you forever, as we've been talking, I told you sometimes the woman can be the aggressor as well. That's all I have.
With her being the aggressor most times, do you feel like personally this is why T Hood put hands on her?
Well, I can't comment on that because we don't know that for sure.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to that lie right there. She said sometimes the woman can be the aggressor. Ratchet then says, by her being the aggressor most of the time, do you think that's why T Hood put hands on her? And now she says, oh, well, I can't comment on that because we don't know that for sure. You do know it for sure because the girl was calling you when he would beat her up. She sent you a text that said your son put hands on me. And I want to call an Uber and send his things to you all. I'm tired of him breaking my stuff. And you said, okay, thanks. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Sitting up her flat out lying. This is really ticking me off at the end of the day. She's sitting up her flat out lying. Oh, I can't comment on that. And trying to paint Kelsey as the aggressor. And then remember, by the fact that Ratchet said, since she was the aggressor most of the times. Now, why did he say that? That's because that's what the family has told him. They've told him, obviously, that Kelsey was the aggressor most of the time, which is absolutely, I don't believe, the truth. Okay? And we're going to find out in a minute how we know that's not the truth. I'm going to show you all some receipts in a minute. Okay?
You know what I mean?
But
there's a video, but I'm saying, let me just say this. Okay, if I want to see just being honest, if we're going to look at a video, let's look at the video of when Tevin was shot. 5 times in his back as he walked away. 1 time in the stomach, 1 time in the thigh. That's all I got to say.
Okay, do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? Now, he asked her about the video. Because in the video, Tevin, T Hood, is beating the crap out of Kelsey. And then she says, if we want to see a video, let's look at the video from when he got shot. This is all them trying to skirt accountability. She doesn't want her son to take any of the blame Okay, that's what she doesn't want. I'm going to play a couple of more minutes and then I'm going to the next video.
And you did speak to the medical examiner?
I've been roofing for over a decade, and I'll be honest,
And what did they tell you?
Same thing. We know everything. I don't want to put too much out there, but once again, you can call me.
Why can't she tell us what the medical examiner said? Why can't she tell us what the medical examiner said? If she said that he was shot 5 times in the back and all of that, why can't she reveal what the medical examiner said?
Now, the fatal blow that ultimately took his life was the shot to the torso?
Yes. Yeah. Where he bled,
Bled internally. Yeah. Gotcha.
I made sure I asked that question. Yeah. People keep saying these crazy things. How did they shoot him in the back? When somebody's walking away, what you think? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going to the next video, you guys. This is all real messy. I feel bad for the family, but at the end of the day, stop trying to skirt responsibility and act as though your son did absolutely nothing wrong and that people are just lying on him. Okay, and stop trying to act specifically like he wasn't abusive and violent. Okay. Now, here's the thing. So what I'm going to play now is the video from last night when Ratchet was going live and he had his title said, "Why I'm done with the T Hood case," or something like that, basically saying he's washing his hands up and he's done. And so he was saying some things about being lied to. And so Jada, T Hood's sister, she hops in the chat and gets on the live to go off on him because she's upset. Okay, that's how that works. So she's upset because she doesn't like the fact that now he's calling them out on some of the lies. Give me a second to get to the correct timestamp. Okay, I'm going to the 55-minute mark. That's when Jada pops up in the chat.
I want to hear from everybody, and then how y'all feel about it. And then once I go over to Kick, your voice is gonna be done because I don't bring people up on Kick. It's just me. So and it really sucks that this has to be done, but I can see clearly what this is, and I can see the power within that family, but I also know that these families know each other. Like, y'all know a lot about each other to be pretending like y'all have no idea what the fuck is going on. I think all of y'all are well aware of what the fuck we're looking at. I think everybody in this situation is well aware of why we're here today. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't something that you can't sweep this shit under the rug. The facts are the facts. And baby, yeah, this is bad. What y'all think, man? Does everybody have my Kick? Let me see. If you do, you can make sure you pop out over there. Jada, what's up? Oh, this the sister, Jada? Jada.
Yes.
What's good?
You can hear me?
Yeah. What's good? This T Hood sister?
Yep.
What's good?
What's up? So I had to come here because I was hearing some stuff. And no, we did not get paid off or nothing like that. We're not trying to swindle people out of no money or nothing like that. We got on here to tell y'all the truth. Nobody is lying. I took my mom, for that lady who said I took my mama page down because y'all some weird ass motherfuckers. To a grieving mother who just lost her child. Y'all some weird ass motherfuckers. Really, to all of us, we lost a brother. What the hell? And that lady that just got off of that too, my brother ain't never beat my ass. My sister at none of the sort.
So did y'all say
Never.
that? Did y'all say he gave y'all tough love? I didn't hear that, but did y'all say that?
No, why the fuck would we say some shit like that? My brother ain't never beat my ass. My sister, no, he never did us. You can ask anybody. I can call anybody right now, add them to this live, this on my soul. My brother do not play about us. Never did play. Never. You can ask anybody. He do not play about his family. And that's just that. All that weird ass shit y'all talking about is a sacrifice and shit. Like, no. Some real life shit happened. My brother lost his life while he was leaving the fucking house. That's what it was.
Okay.
Now, let me just tell you all, she's upset because Ratchet was allowing some of his subscribers to click the link and get on the channel and tell him what their thoughts were. And a couple of people said they thought it was a sacrifice, and he was 33 years old when he died and all this stuff or whatever. And then one woman in particular was blaming the mother and saying that the mother was basically not holding her son accountable. Same thing I'm saying. So she got upset and hopped in the chat. She was clearly already watching the live.
Okay. But so y'all did not know the address before that day, correct?
No, I had to go find the address.
And how did you find it?
Because I know how the stuff looks. I know they have 2 parts of the house. I had to go find it.
So how'd you find it?
It's not hard. Google. You look stuff up on Google.
So
It's not hard.
Like Google Maps, Google Earth, some shit.
Yes, Google Maps. You can use that and look stuff up. It's not hard. Y'all do know I can get your phone number and I can find your great granny name if I want to. That's how stuff be. My brother did not have to come to us every day to say, "Oh, this where I'm at, this where I'm at." I'm not no damn chaperone. He grown as hell. He did what the fuck he wanted to do. I just rode for my brother as me being his sister. I was there. If somebody call your phone saying, "Oh, such and such," you're gonna go. You're gonna find out, do whatever you need to do to figure out what the fuck happened to your sibling. And that's exactly what I did, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. And I'm gonna keep on screaming justice for T Hood because that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get justice for my brother. I just had to come on here to clear that up.
But
For all the weird ass
what's up
people
with
say
those?
that my mama was enabling him and shit like that. My mama don't do no. My mama is a good mom. She raised us right, tell us right from wrong, all that shit. And anybody who been around us, been on us since children, know that shit.
Don't like sharing your pint? Then share the new scoop of police.
So did y'all never knew about him having a violent history or nothing?
Know about his what?
His violent history that he had.
Violent history of what?
I mean, he has domestic violence charges already in what 2011.
Domestic violence charges where?
So he was never charged with domestic violence.
Where do you have domestic violence charges at?
And he was like endangering a child. What was it? I can't remember the exact charge it was, but he basically did something in front of a kid. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
So
now she's sitting here playing dumb. She's sitting here playing dumb. Now, granted, she's like in her 20s, I believe. So maybe she didn't know at the time about the domestic violence because it was in 2014. But surely she knew about him getting shot in April at Glenwood Day for beating the crap out of Vanessa. And that's another thing. Let me just say this before I forget. Vanessa was supposed to do an interview with Ratchet. All of a sudden, she backs out of the interview. Then last night, when Ratchet was asking them, "Where's Vanessa? Where's Vanessa?" the friend of T Hood says, "Oh, she's on her way over here." So then Ratchet starts calling Vanessa's phone. Vanessa won't answer. So the bottom line is, Ratchet is like, why does Vanessa need to talk to me when she's around them? That's because they probably told Vanessa what to say, and they want to make sure that what she says is in alignment with what they've said. Vanessa is the girl that was supposedly getting beaten by him at Glenwood Day. Okay, and then the sister sitting here playing dumb, talking about domestic violence charges. Where? How about here? How about right there? That's where the charges are. Battery, family violence, a misdemeanor. May the 12th of 2014, 10:10 p.m. Okay? There it is right there. What is she talking about? Domestic violence where? Girl, please sit down somewhere. Okay, please sit down somewhere.
you never knew him to go to jail ever?
No.
Child endangerment.
For domestic violence, child endangerment around who children?
I guess his child. I have no idea. I don't know what child it was.
And who said this?
I mean, I got the paperwork.
Send me the paperwork.
You've never known your brother to be in jail.
No, send me the paperwork. Text the paperwork to my phone right now.
I definitely will. I think it's in this phone. So T Hood has a clean history. He's never been to jail.
From what I know about my brother, no, my brother is chill, cool. He don't do none of that rah ratchet shit.
This is how you know she's lying. I can guarantee you, anyone whose name is T Hood, anyone whose name is T Hood has been to jail at least once. Okay, I promise you that. Anybody who calls themselves T Hood, they have been to jail at least once. Okay? Mr. Elevation said the lies have her in a chokehold. Exactly. Exactly. So now I'm going to stop this video right here because what we're about to do is I'm going to go to the audio because after all of this, Ratchet went on his Kick platform. And when he went on Kick, I went on there too to listen. And I recorded some of the conversation. Okay. I recorded some of the conversation. So with that all being said, honey, these people are just lying and not taking any accountability. That's just what they're doing. Please pay attention. Because they came on Kick as well, because they wanted to hear what he had to say, because he kept saying he's going to go in there and expose everything. That's what Ratchet was saying. And so they were upset by that. And so they came on Kick. And also there was some lady who was his mother's friend who called in. Or she came on there first talking trash, about what Ratchet was saying.
You got on there, you said that was lying to you this whole time. I said I was lied to. I said I don't. And I also, wait. I also said I don't blame you for lying. I said, but I don't even blame them for lying to me because they probably didn't want this shit to come out. I said that. Lied to you. Listen. That's what I'm trying to get. And I didn't say you. I said your mom. Lied to you. Lied to you about what? I didn't say you. I never said you. So I don't know why they sent you over here to fuck with me. I never said nothing about you. Sent you over here. I rock my family. What the fuck are you talking about? Brother, sister, cousin. So your mama don't know that he went to jail. Nigga, you have to go talk about my brother. You get paid. Nobody's gonna watch your shit.
Now notice how she didn't answer the question. He said, so your mama don't know your brother went to jail? And then she's like, oh, you gotta sit here and do lives about my brother. That's not answering the question. She's clearly deflecting.
I've done 50 million views without your brother. Made $500,000 without your brother. Because you're yelling. I'm trying to overtalk you. You're the only one that's disconnected the call. I've never disconnected the call. Okay. Exactly. You did. You got on there, you said that was lying.
Okay, so she hung up.
I want to answer the question that you think or that you want to.
Hold on. Okay, so this is the friend talking. Hold on. Let me play these shorter clips first.
She wanted me to show it on my screen so bad. You see the paperwork? Yeah, you see the was the fucking foul. All right. Don't call. That's what I see. That's what the child part of you. What the fuck are you talking about? I never said that. The job.
Now here she is deflecting again. She kept telling him, you don't have no darn paperwork. You didn't send it to my phone. Where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? So when he shows the paperwork, now she's saying, I was a child. My brother never went to jail in front of me. Nobody said he went to jail in front of you. He simply said that he went to jail for domestic violence, as well as endangering a child, because clearly when he was being violent, acting like a whole fool, there was somebody's child in front of him. Okay, but she sat there and rolled out that lie until the receipts were shown. Now, all of a sudden, it's, oh, I was a child. He never went in front of me. He didn't have to go in front of you, but you knew he went to jail. And even if you were a kid when that happened, your mom knows. And I'm quite sure you knew because your mom likely told you. And not to mention, I'm sure he's been to jail as an adult or when she's been an adult. Okay?
I never said your brother went to jail. You always said you was gonna show us, so I told you to do it. You didn't even have it yourself. You had somebody send it to you. That was the thing. I got it in my phone. You don't feel like looking for it. You don't feel like looking for the shit I do. You know, this was like, now what?
Now she's trying to act like he was lying, like he didn't have the receipts. Does it really matter if he didn't have them and somebody sent them to him? It really doesn't matter. But the bottom line is he did have it. He didn't feel like going through his phone, so somebody sent it to him. But he'd already said previously that he had it because somebody sent it to him. He'd said that he didn't know anything about that. And then somebody, because he was kind of riding with the family at first. He was kind of riding with the family at first, believing what they were saying until they started lying. Okay, still until he started catching them in outright lies. So then somebody sent him the receipts, and they basically, he said they told him, "Oh, did you know this about T Hood?" So that's how he initially had the receipts. But when he's sitting there telling her that he had them, he already had them at that point. Now all she's trying to do is gaslight and deflect, okay, because they're caught in their lies.
Sisters in. Show me. Is your sister there? Your sister on the phone. Yeah. Show the paparazzi. Will you call him mute? Did you just call me? Yes, you heard me. They're doing whole ass shit at this point. So I'm lying. No, it's the paperwork. Check. No. I took a pay out. So I'm lying. No. I have to check when I go. Yeah. So how did I switch on y'all? How did I turn on y'all? Pay out. Oh, reason the fact that y'all think I changed on y'all is weird. What did I say to make you feel like I switched up? Because you said that we're lying about what? No. I said, am I lying? Exactly.
He was riding for them, like I said, until he started catching them in outright lies. And they got upset when he started exposing the fact that they lied. Okay. Now the friend calls in, the best friend. Hold on.
I want to answer the question that you think or that you want to know, that you want to know, consider the logic.
Oh, and by the way, the last audio that I just played, that was actually before I played them out of order. That was actually before Ratchet showed the actual paperwork. That's why she kept saying, "Show the paperwork on the live right now." And then, as you can see or hear, he showed it. Now, this is the friend trying to hold on. I think I need to play this one first. Hold on.
For money, no.
Now, this is the mother's friend that called in.
So why would they have to take a payoff? I never said they took a payoff. I mean, there's a lot of people on there saying different stuff in that letter. So calling their kids' names and some pep, you know, like, I mean, TV, YouTube, and YouTube or whatever. I mean, it's your show. Yeah, but it is certain cuss words that are allowed. It's not a PG show. Well, I mean, it's just a great show. I mean, like, think out there, right? Everybody, who said you to my phone? Names. How did you find my platform? I'm looking at it. Who sent it to you? Who sent it to you? I sent it to me? No. I just got it off the TV station. But who told you about me? I was there when you were doing an interview with Yolanda. I was at her house. Oh, you were okay. Makes sense. I said, I'm her friend, and I was thinking, and you the thing about her. Mighty crying. Hear the clearance. never have a child being, not right. Because I think that crying on the show don't mean that she's not hurting. And I don't think anything that I'm asking to hurt her. Her kids. That's possible. I mean, I can't control how people like her stupid. I can't control how people think, or you know. I know you control something. Control what goes on in your soul. I can't control what anybody says. Okay. I mean, I don't know if you're going to sell, if you're going to sell to a blocker. How the hell have I mocked her? I mean, just things that people are saying. What does that have to do with anything? What did I? Okay, so tell me. Forget everybody else. Let's focus on me. What did I say? Okay, I mean, there's a lot of lies, and they're lying. They have lied. 100% they lied.
No, he just told her flat out 100% they lied. Because, yes, they did. They got caught in several lies during his interview. Now, Miss AP said, is that Ratchet that was at the Diddy trial, Queen? Yes, yes. Yes, that's the Ratchet that they was talking about. They said me and him rode up on Tisa, yes.
100% they've lied to me. Who's lying? 100% they have lied to me. Who? Are you talking about Yolanda? So you're telling me nobody in that family knew that boy was violent at any point in his life? I mean, I didn't know all that. Right, so I'm sure you probably got a little violence in you. I'm pretty sure everybody has been violent in their life. Then. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room. So let's be honest about being violent. Okay, but I'm sure you got a little violence in you. I'm pretty sure you got a little violence in you. I do, and I'm not gonna say I don't. You sound like you sound like you knocked a few dudes out in your day. No, I ain't gonna say I haven't. Okay. No, I'm gonna defend me, and just like you're gonna defend you and your family. And I also said I agree with everybody defending their family. Oh shit, fucking brain. So again, what have I said that was so wrong? What have you said? I mean, the things that you're just like when my little sister when Taylor just got off the phone. She's lying. I said where? I said bitch. I didn't say bitch. I said bitch. Things are not to be said. I mean, as a professional. I think I've handled this very well. You don't agree? What was your name? Yeah, she not talking. Hello? She hung up.
She hung up. And when Ratchet called her behind back, she wouldn't even answer. These people are hilarious, okay? And so Winter Blessing says, Queen, that's how I found you when y'all rolled up with facts. I said, let me follow her. Thank you, beloved. You know, some people are mad at us for calling her out on her lies, but it had to be done. Okay? Wait a minute. Somebody said Luna said she fell asleep. Y'all are terrible. Okay, so there's like 3 more clips. And I'm gonna hold on, let me see who this is. Okay, so these last 3 clips are the friend. The friend who was also upset at first, who basically, you know, was, in my opinion, going along with the family, trying to act like T Hood was a saint and all of that, said he didn't know anything about him being violent and all this to women. Of course you knew. If you were his friend for years and y'all called each other brothers, you absolutely knew that he was violent. Like, please stop playing. Okay, but then he calls back to apologize and talk like he had some sense.
I want to answer the question that you think or that you want to know that you want to know because there's a lot of trade was in the chat, and I want to keep remembering that situation. Feel the way that you feel, take the way that we feel. What are y'all so mad at me for? Okay, listen. The reason why they mad and the reason why everybody feel equal to me feel the way that we feel, because it's like, yeah, we seem to get on there, but then when we get on there, it's like, yeah, got to put two on click, expose everything, expose like, why, why they had to come down to where I get on the phone with Vanessa. I'm gonna have her get on the chat with you. Since they feel like that is where it's coming from. He said she don't want to get on the chat. Okay. So crazy thing. I see somebody say they don't want you to play the moment recorded. You're gonna get to that eventually. Pretty sure you will. So they gonna hear.
See, here's the thing. Now, in my opinion, the friend called in because Ratchet was pissed off because they were calling him bees and all that and talking all slick or whatever, and just clearly blaming him for what people in his chat were saying, which he has no control over. And then so Ratchet got so upset. He's like, now I'm about to expose everything. I'm about to play the video or the audio of what the mom said. And so now I think the friend called in to distract him from doing so.
Therefore, I'm going to answer the question, the two things. That's why you. I'm here. That's all it takes me for. Everything they do. Didn't I ever talk to you before? Oh, no. I don't know.
He said he don't know. When Ratchet said, have I talked to you before? He's like, I don't know. But it's a new day. We're going to turn over a new leaf. Okay, whatever. Mrs. Special K said, that's how I rolled up to you too, Queen, and been here ever since. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you all for following.
To find that person correct. But I want to say he was.
You wouldn't say he was violent?
Everybody got their strings and everybody got their and I said, we done everything down to be throwing hands with each other.
Yeah, it never came down to y'all throwing hands with each other because he beat women. That's what it sounds like. His friend just said we argue, but it never came down to us throwing hands. Yeah, because he likely just beat women. Okay, that's how that goes.
So guns, none of that was so was his relationship standpoint. I'm not going to face. I'm not worried. He's doing his relationship. I'm 23. It's 10-year difference. Can't go to my daddy and tell my daddy. Can't tell my daddy smoke crack. Can't go to my daddy and say, hey, daddy, stop smoking crack. You feel me? He gonna do what he wanna do. Grown man at the end of the day. Grown man is gonna do what a grown man wanna do. I just say, oh, the mama should have did this and the mama should have done this. True enough, we all feel the same way. You got your first charge, I'm pretty sure somebody else said your mama could have done this, you should bad like this. Everybody gonna always find some way to blame the mother, but truth being told, you know what I'm saying, we don't want to take accountability. We then came to a realization and understood. The same time y'all seen the videos, we seen the videos too. You know how disturbed we was just to see it as disturbed it down? Y'all don't think we said, damn, that shit fucked up. The same way everybody else said, damn, that shit fucked up. It just being real. It just being real. What is that? No, I can't. They're reading the chat. I feel like the chat is what got all y'all mad at me and the things that other people said because hold on. Never said nothing negative about the mama. I never said nothing negative about Jada. I never said nothing negative about her other sister. I never said nothing. I said they didn't tell me the truth. As far as the mama, I said I was lied to, but hey, she just protected her son, and I expect it. So I mean, I just exactly. And as people saying in the chat, I think some people not mature enough, and some people may not have their relationship with their parents instead of for them right. You know what I mean? Not saying that it's right.
Were their parents gonna stand up for them right or wrong? Mm-mm. No, I'm not going to stand up for my sons when they're wrong. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to call them out on it, and I'm going to tell them why they're wrong. Okay? You're supposed to correct your children, not uphold them when they're wrong. You see, here's the problem with that. When you uphold your children and they're wrong, this is what happens. T Hood is dead because his mother upheld him when he was wrong and still doing so.
She already said that it was wrong. She admitted that it was wrong. If you been on this chat that was on this person, she said that it was wrong.
Yeah, she said it's wrong now because people were calling her out. They were talking about the DV, and then she said, yeah, it was wrong or whatever. They don't condone it, but you did condone it. I told y'all that they absolutely did condone it. Because when Kelsey texted her that he's putting hands on her, she wasn't concerned at all. She didn't ask what happened, this and that. Are you okay? You know, let me speak to him because I need to talk some sense into him. She said any of that. She said, okay, thanks.
We've been said.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past all this. I'm gonna go to the next clip because I don't want to be here all day. He was talking a whole lot. I'm gonna go to the last. Go to this one. Hold on. First of all, that is just nothing but projection. They're accusing Ratchet and his subscribers of trying to make it into what they want it to be, but that's what the family's doing. And the best friend. That's what they're all doing because they were not even there. They're talking about this story as if they were there. They know every single thing that happened, okay, at the end of the day. And they don't because they weren't there. But they're trying to paint this picture of everything being Kelsey's fault. And they're the ones who released this video. It was his sisters, T Hood's sisters, who released this video here.
Put her on stage. How almost said the fuck you bringing her out for, bitch? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dumb bitch. Oh, you're the biggest. You're the biggest, babe. Oh, you are. That's what the fuck you put on your stage. Fuck you and your stage.
So you wasn't there to support me?
No. Leave, bro. Yeah, but that's what it's about. Your actions, your actions, your actions. Go up for the performance, go up for a real bitch. I'm tired of putting that bitch in my face. I'm tired. I'm so tired of you putting her in my face. Fuck you. That's who you want to share stages with. That's who's big to you. That's who got motion. That's a real bitch. Fuck I can say. Oh, this. Go over there, nigga.
All this because I had.
Take my fucking time with you.
So you're mad because.
I'm pissed! Idiot! Get out!
You're mad because you didn't perform.
Yes! Yes! Whatever bullshit small narrative you want to fucking create it as, I don't care! Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay, so they released that video to try to paint Kelsey as the aggressor. They act like she was always the aggressor, that T Hood never, ever, ever did anything wrong, and they don't know anything about him putting hands on her. Oh, we can't speak to that. We can't answer that because we don't even know if that's true. That's what the mom said. Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. She knows darn well he not only put hands on Kelsey, but he put hands on other women. He's been putting hands on people at least since 2014. At least since 2014, okay? 2014. A pattern.
So everybody ain't gonna always agree. We ain't gonna always agree. But I just gonna like y'all getting mad at me for presenting facts. I didn't lie on nobody. I didn't talk down on nobody. I didn't say nothing negative about nobody. I literally just present facts. So, yeah, I watched it. I watched it. I seen what you know. I seen what you agree with. I seen
Okay, so I'm gonna stop. Hold on, let me see what's on this. So he's basically, that was the friend. I'm gonna stop it right there. That was the friend saying that he was trying to give a scenario, basically saying, because Ratchet asked him, would he put his hands on a woman or whatever? And or no, I'm sorry, he asked Ratchet that basically would he try to stop a woman from hitting him or whatever. So he's sitting there trying to paint the narrative that T Hood, if he did put hands on Kelsey, it was basically because he was trying to restrain her. He was not trying to restrain her in that video when she's laying in the bed. Those bruises and stuff that she has that I showed you all days ago doesn't look like he was restraining her. It looks like he was beating the crap out of her. Okay. And the police have footage from that night. The footage that the family keeps talking about, they haven't been shown. Well, the police haven't. And obviously the police saw it and feels like that is what deems it as self-defense. Okay. And that is the reason Kai hasn't been arrested. Now, again, I'm sorry that they lost their loved one. I'm sorry that T Hood is dead. I wish that he could have gotten mental health counseling or something like that, some sort of therapy or whatever, anger management, but he didn't get that. And his mother was condoning his BS. That's just what it was. That's what it was. And they're talking about justice for T Hood. Well, there's no justice to be had for him because sadly, he was the villain in this story. And Kelsey was the victim. The justice was for Kelsey. And I want you all to think about something, because just as well as they're angry and they want revenge, retaliation, or justice for their loved one, what do they think Kai was thinking? They had said something about, well, they had gotten into it before. Why all of a sudden now did Kai do something? Please, because he was likely fed up. Okay. And then when he got on the scene after he heard his sister screaming or whatever, there's no telling what he saw. We don't know what he saw T Hood doing to his sister. So maybe that triggered him. Okay. At the end of the day, the bottom line is it sounds like a pure case of self-defense. Okay. I'm sorry for their loss, but they need to be focusing on moving forward and healing. Okay. And I hope they all can learn from this. And then they're talking about they're not going to even allow Kelsey to come to the funeral. She loved T Hood, and we know that she loved him, because otherwise, why would she have stayed with him after all the stuff he was doing to her? It's obvious to me that she loved him, but they don't even want her to come to the funeral. So they're punishing her because of his nefariousness. Okay, please pay attention. So anyway, with that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Okay, everyone, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also subscribe to Ratchet TV, because he brings the receipts. Okay, and I think he did a very good and thorough job of the questions he was asking them, trying to get to the bottom of it. And the reason he caught them in those lies is because he was asking the right questions. And they got mad because Ratchet held them accountable. He didn't just skirt past their lies and overlook it. He called them out on it. See, they don't want any accountability for them or for T Hood, but they want everybody else to be held accountable. Kelsey, Kirk and Rashida, Kai, and even Kirk Frost Jr. Okay, so keep that in mind. With that all being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Luna says, thank you, Queen. You are amazing. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. Okay, so listen, I love you all to life. I hope to see you all in the next broadcast at about 6:30 this evening. Until then, beloveds, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
With that flavor all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hot hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got